What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Timbip Live. How are you? How you been? Sorry I missed last week, but we're here. Good to see you. How are things? How you feeling? How you doing? Feeling that high life? Feel like you're enjoying that champagne? A little bubbly? I was finishing up my dinner beer while I started. And I've got the I've been pulling the full, like, I can basically only watch the World Cup right now. And I'm so engrossed in it that I also have it playing, and this is the most of it that I can show, so that my Twitch and my YouTube don't get clapped. But I have it playing on my phone in the corner. I opted for the Japan-Sweden match this evening. And currently 0-0 in the 8th minute. But anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I am so sorry that I missed last week. But I have missed you dearly. I'm very happy to be back. We're going to be celebrating America tonight. And then next week, I'm hoping to be doing the same thing as well in preparation for Big 250 Day. So a two-weeker. You got to get in for these streams 2 weeks in a row. So you know what's up. You can stay afoot. I have something interesting planned for next week. I am hoping that it works out. I've got to do a little bit of hunting for it. So fingers crossed that it works out. We'll see. I don't want to spoil anything or get anything hyped up just in case what I have in mind does not pan out. But it's fun. It's different. But I look forward to potentially making it happen. But that's not what we're talking about at the moment. We're talking about this week. Talking about things that have been going on in the world of you boys since I last saw you. And since it's been a couple of weeks, quite a bit, actually. And yes, Mike Schneider, I was going to ask you how you've been doing since your jaw surgery. Excuse me. Things are getting better. Going on 3 weeks out from corrective jaw surgery. Mouth unbanded last Thursday. Still eating gingerly and working on opening the jaw wide again. Plus, side lost 15 pounds. And you're working out right now. The commitment is impressive, my friend. I love it. Well done. Glad you're feeling better. Glad things are looking more positive for you as well. But yeah, things have been crazy. Things have been busy. Podcast has been going great. Thank you all so much for your support over the past few weeks. If you've not listened to or watched the past couple of episodes, please do so. They're very fun. They're very loose and silly. Kyle is going to be gone for at least next week's episode. I have a guest lined up. I'm very excited for my guest co-host. Drinking vicariously through, he also drunk something good, darn it. Took me a second to figure out exactly what you were saying because I read the last half of your message before I read the first half, which is never a good way to start any sentence. Start from the beginning, you know. But let's see if you're a live stream watcher only, and you don't listen to the podcast. I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that. But you probably have missed my update that I gave on yesterday's episode about my Resident Evil playthrough journey. There's a fruit fly in here. And I'm done with the numbered games, or with my initial playthrough of all of the numbered games at the moment. I finished Requiem, which is the 9th game, last week. And I'm going back and I'm playing through a few of the ones that I love the most. Currently, I am on a second run of Resident Evil 4 Remake. And having a great time with it. Love it. It's a beautiful game. Incredible remake. And yeah, just really, really love that series. And as I said on the episode, I'm not done playing these games altogether. They've now become a part of my video game vocabulary, and I'm looking forward to doing more with them. So that's that quick one. Otherwise, next week too for the live stream. I think I don't think I'm going to have a guest or anything, but my face is a game. That sounds like it's an insult, but I know what you mean, and I appreciate and love you very much, Shy Guy. I'm going to be on my own next week. The girls are going to be on vacation. So I'll be flying solo all week. So I'm hoping to maybe get a little bonus stream in at some point next week. I don't know when yet. Maybe Wednesday. So like a Wednesday, Thursday stream. Last time my wife was out of town, I drank most of the nights and ate nothing but pizza. My stomach hated me. I'm trying to stay good on my diet next week and be very lean and eat lots of chicken. Yes, we did discuss that last time I streamed. But I think I might try to squeeze a bonus stream in on Wednesday. I think. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure as of yet, but I do have my fingers crossed for it. Maybe a Twitch gaming stream, because I haven't gamed on stream in a hot minute. And it would be nice to do something like that, but we'll see. Bourbon and gaming night stream, because those are always a blast. Maybe Friday night, too. I don't know. We'll see. But just giving you a heads up for programming for next week. Otherwise, Sugar Kitty's here. Meow. Hashtag multitasking. Thank you for being here, Sugar Kitty. Thank you for all the mods that are here now, might be lurking, dropping in from time to time. If you're watching on the replay too, and you haven't hit the like button yet, please do just that. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notifications to find out when I go live, when new episodes of the podcast drop as well. The girls are gone. Are we going to watch you delve into madness with no females to balance you out, a la Hearts of Darkness? Who's to say? If I wind up going live every night out of sheer insanity, you know why. You know why. I need some kind of human contact. I've been doing a 1 day a week personal training to keep me doing something. That's awesome. I need to get back to working out. I haven't worked out in a while, and I have not. Remember to lick the like and like the lick. Don't worry, Snuffy hasn't touched it. That brings me up to a wonderful point here. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. If you want to support the show while I am live, you can do so by heading to the comment that is pinned at your chat or the Stream Elements link that is in the description below as well. And do a thing that we call Snuffy Chats around here. It's just like Super Chatting, but we use an external link because we do not have Super Chat set up on the YouTube chat. But also, it's a great way to support if you're watching on twitch.tv/MyBourbonPod. We call them Super Snuffy Chats, though, because they are named after the patron saint of Timbip Live. His name is Snuffleupagus. I love him. You love him. I see. You see. I believe. You believe. He's back here. Feed Snuffy. He gets a little famished around this time of week because he needs nourishment. Also, if you use that donation link, your message will pop up right here on screen. I'll say thank you, and you'll help me out because this is an extra source of income while times are tough, and I know you know how that goes. But if you cannot support the show financially, you would just like to watch here, hit that like button, subscribe, of course, all these things that you'd normally do when you watch on YouTube. Been pretty great because the owner of the private gym is also the owner of my local Warhammer Games store, so we just nerd about 40K while working out together the whole time. That's awesome. All right. Enough of the back end stuff. It's Evan Williams night. We're doing nothing but Evan Williams tonight because I'm drinking on this 250th anniversary single barrel bottle, which I just happened to find today in a desperate bid to find something for my live stream tonight. And I'll let you all in on a little inside baseball, too. I had planned on reviewing something that was supposed to come in the mail today from a distillery. And okay, well, it's not even going to let me log into UPS. Oh, by the way, I'm going to start with the old Evan Williams 1783. This is the one that's 86 proof before they bumped it back up to back up to 90 proof, I think is what they did. This is so annoying. But I kept watching on the UPS tracking page for them to give me an update on when this box was going to get here, and it just kept getting like further and further away, and I don't know why. And it's getting to the point where it's almost clear across town. It's almost on the opposite side of Lexington right now. That's what she said. Enough of the back end stuff. Nice. I love it. So I kind of get the feeling that this sample or this box is not even going to get here today at all. So I'm glad that I did not wait on it to get here. I don't even know what it is. I know where it's coming from. And it's very funny that it's coming from this place because I've criticized them quite a bit. I've said some not so nice things about them over the past year. So I'm hoping that it gets here before stream is over so that I can at least like open it and talk about it. So I'll intermittently check in to see if it's gotten any closer. But I doubt that will be the case. So. Hey, Anonymous, smell that? You smell that? Snuffy chat, son. Nothing else in the world smells like that. I love the smell of snuffy chats and it cut off. But I think it might have said in the stream or in the morning or in the afternoon or evening or whatever. But thank you for the $20 snuffy chat, somebody. Thank you very much. I know it's anonymous, but might not have meant for it to be. You're anonymous. It was Mike Schneider. Thank you, Mike Schneider. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for all your support, as always. And if you want to be like Mike Schneider and get and get your message up on screen, get that Snuffy Chat link below. Or at the top of your chat if you're on Twitch. I don't know if anybody's on Twitch right now, though. Old 1783. Just smells like good bourbon. I got an email about this first story, and I need to see. Oh. Oh, it's on a Tuesday. Oh, that sucks. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that. That sucks. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get to the news here in just a second. I'm going to have a sip. A little dusty smelling. Then again, I mean, this bottle is 7 years old, probably. Maybe even older than that. I don't know. Cheers, folks. Sorry my glass is a little smudgy. Yes. Nothing. Okay. Time for the news. It's news time, everybody. Let's talk about the news. Let's see what's been going on in the world of whiskey over the past couple of weeks. First and foremost, this was announced the other day. Go away, fruit fly. Oh, there's 2. Cool. Great. Why are there 2 of you? Please go away. Blade & Bow is going to be releasing their annual 12-year Solera Reserve bourbon. Which actually I'm pretty excited about. And this is I got invited to something that's happening on a Tuesday where I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, where I can get a behind-the-scenes look at this, but, you know, it is what it is. So, fingers crossed. Crafted under the direction of Nicole Austin, Diageo's Director of American Whiskey Liquid Development and Capabilities, the new expression begins with 12-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon before undergoing a fractional blending process utilizing large format Cognac, Bordeaux, Muscatel, and Port vats. The result is a whiskey designed to deliver layered complexity without relying on a single finishing cask. She brought to create a bourbon that balances vibrant fruit and honey with traditional notes of vanilla, spice, and leather. From the start, I wanted to capture the fruit, tannin, and aromatic lift that can be achieved with cask-finished bourbon without the common pitfalls of one-noteness, or overly tannic new wood character, said Austin. I achieved this while honoring Blade & Bow's Solera heritage, using the technique to blend new and older whiskey across multiple carefully chosen large-format vintage vats to create a delicate weave of vibrant fruit, and they just kind of repeat stuff. More tasty notes. 104 proof, $65 per 750. Availability will be limited to select markets including Kentucky, Texas, Ohio, Illinois, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Beginning July 17th, guests at Stitzel Weller will also be able to experience a custom Blade & Bow tasting flight featuring the core expression, the new 12-year-old Solera Reserve and Blade & Bow 22. So even if I can't make it to this event, I will try to snag a bottle from the fine folks at Stitzel Weller and see if I cannot taste it on a stream or an episode of the podcast, talk to you folks about it, and see what we think, because it sounds very interesting. I'm curious about what this looks like. Should be interesting, at the very least. Speaking of interesting, I definitely missed this news when it initially dropped, and I wanted to touch on it because I have thoughts, even though I think it's done well. If I'm not mistaken, it won at the IWSC a couple weeks ago. That's not spam. Hold on. Yeah, it won gold outstanding with 98 points at the IWSC. But Coors put out a blended American malt, and I don't know who this is for. Like, I understand that it's for malt, like I guess American malt whiskey fans, but it's such a strange part of the market that I don't know, man. Like, I guess this is cool. I don't know. I like that it's got an age statement on it. Most whiskey stories begin in the barrel. Ours begins with the grain, said Susie McInerney, senior marketing manager at Coors Spirits Co. Malt has been part of the Coors story since the earliest days of the company, rooted in long-standing malting tradition. This release represents a natural evolution for Coors Whiskey Co. and is proof that what goes into our whiskey down to the grain makes all the difference and creates something truly differentiated in the category. Now, okay, also 110.5 proof and featuring a blend of 8-year-old whiskeys. The other thought, $80. That seems steep for their first release. 1,200 individually numbered bottles. Here's a couple of thoughts on this. First of all, yeah, I don't really know who this is for. Like, truly, I'm not sure who the target audience of this is, especially with it being Coors branded. Because it's not like people know Coors for whiskey yet. I understand that they've got to start someplace, but with an American malt, it seems like an odd step. That being said, though, I get it. Malt is crucial to beer, you know? So, makes sense on the back end, at the very least. Optically, though, it's just kind of like I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it still kind of hits that, like, well, sure. Like, you guys are putting out a whiskey. But it also hits me in the, like, it's for people throwing banquets. Oh. Wouldn't it be really funny, though, if this just didn't pair well at all with any Coors beer? Like, none of the Coors beer tasted good alongside this. Don't get me wrong. There's a part of me that's like, I'd like to try it. But I don't know. I doubt that Coors is going to be sending me a sample of this anytime soon. So. I don't mind Coors Banquet if I don't have Miller High Life around, especially at bars, and they have Coors Banquet. I'm not upset about it. But what I was going to say, though, I think I see a pairing challenge in your future. You might be right, Mike. What I was going to say, though, is that I think this is pretty clear evidence, and I'm not saying that they have to have a direct hand in the development of this brand, but I think it's pretty clear where Coors has their priorities set. Especially if they're putting more emphasis on this than they are stuff with Blue Run. And it's not to say that, it's because Blue Run is, not a significant part of their portfolio, but they have been very public about the fact that it's not making them a lot of money. So we'll see if this winds up being something that is widely marketed, I suppose. But my assessment of it is that it's kind of odd. Who's actually distilling it? I would guess that Coors is doing the distilling, but at the same time, I don't know if they have the capacity for it. There's no clear information on where it's being distilled. I think it would make sense. Possibly Blue Run. I mean, maybe. It's one of those things where I would have to. Let me check one thing. Oh, I might actually be able to get a bottle of this. I have a press release in my inbox. It's actually a really pretty bottle. It's a beautiful bottle. Don't get me wrong. I might be able to get one. I gotta tag that to. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that site. I gotta tag it to make sure I don't forget to email back. So we're gonna find out. I need somebody to email people back for me because I'm very bad about it. Also, my knee still. Did I say this a couple weeks ago? I don't remember if I did or not. I hurt my knee doing nothing, and it still hurts. Oh, actually, that was just a replay. Sweden has a player down on the pitch, and it looked like they were still playing around the guy who was injured. But I think it was just a replay. We'll move on to another pour here in a moment. But right now, we're going to move on to the next piece of news, which is yet another 250th anniversary bottle, this time coming from Buzzard's Roost. It's the new Red, White, and Roost Double Oak Bourbon. It's a single barrel expression crafted to honor the spirit of American independence and traditions of great Kentucky bourbon. Red, white, and roost, huh? Number one sign of aging, I hurt my elbow in my sleep a few days ago. Yeah, I think I did it while I was asleep. I'm going to be very honest with you. Which sucks. Red, White, and Roost is our tribute to the people, traditions, and pioneering spirit that make a bourbon America's native spirit, said Judy Hollis-Jones, CEO. The single barrel release offers a one-of-a-kind tasting experience that captures the bold character of Kentucky bourbon while inviting whiskey lovers to raise a glass in celebration of our country's 250th anniversary. There's tasting notes. 111.8 proof, double oaked, and custom toasted. Buzzard's Roost barrel, 75.21.4. and $85. And it's available starting on Saturday at Whiskey Row, their Whiskey Row location, and online. So be on the lookout for it, I suppose. Yeah. Stopped by Roost on Whiskey Row in April. Was a fan of one thing. We tried about 5. I've had some great things from them. I've had some okay things from them. It is what it is. Bulleit is celebrating America's rye whiskey heritage with a 20-year-old 95.5. And it's only going to have 1,776 bottles. Wow. What? My friend was messaging me back. The limited release references a significant year in American history while focusing squarely on the whiskey itself. Of course. I don't think it's any secret to anybody these days, or that anybody is unaware of it. But in case you aren't aware of it, Bulleit Rye is Lawrenceburg. It's what's it? That one. What's the friggin' Indiana distillery? Ross and Squibb. Whatever they're called. Why is my brain not working? It's 95.5 Indiana. That's what it is. And this one's 2 decades, 20 years old. Why can't I think of the distillery? MGP. God, I'm an idiot. Bulleit is a French surname, and the French helped us in 1776. You're not wrong. Yes, thank you, Mike. MGP. 3 letters. Wait, this is also a cast strength rye? I did not know that. Where's the proof? $300 a bottle, by the way. I cannot make out what the proof is. $68.5. That's the number 2 sign of getting old. Can't remember. Great. Guess what, everybody? Things are going great for your boy. Or should I say your old man? Don't call me that. Oh, here it is. 137 proof. Number 3 sign. Can't read anything. Even though it's in plain English. Hooray. That's crazy, though. This is going to be just like licking a piece of oak. 20 years old and 137 proof. You're going to be able to taste this for a week. Hi, Emily Chambers. How are you? Hot like button nerds. Or hit like button? Are you saying anybody who likes the hit... Wait. Are you saying anybody who hits the like button is a hot nerd? Or did you mistype? Either way, I approve. Thank you. Hot like button nerds in your area. Hot buttery nerds. Did someone say tastes like licking wood? Hot buttery nerds is a new one. Hello, Clifton. Good to see you. How are you? And yes, Mike is right. I did say oak, not wood. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yes. Jerry Seinfeld. The world's most okay comedian. Good, ready for the workday to be over so I can start drinking? I love what you mean by that. Huh? I don't know. I understand. Yeah. I support you. Before we move on to the Four Roses experimental series, let's have another pour. Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, which I haven't had in a while. Perry is my foreplay before Clifton goes live. You know, they really do be inventing new sentences every day. I don't hate what you said. It just made me feel... It made me feel, you know? I'm going to take it. That message got blocked for me? Why did it come through for me? Do you have certain words blocked on your browser? Or your phone? Depending on how you're watching? Foreplay can be the best part sometimes. Let's be real. Okay. I'm proud. This stream is probably going to get absolutely just suppressed to crap. I saw a very good post the other day about or very thought-provoking post. And I wanted to impart this wisdom to you because it made me think a lot, and it also made me rethink how I feel about foreplay and how it not a very good, wasn't sure where you were going with that. It made me rethink how I feel about foreplay, how I think about foreplay, and how we should not only refrain from discrediting the importance of it, but we should also encourage ourselves not to force it, but to make sure that we engage in it more often, because it is such a significant part of. I can't believe I'm talking about this on stream. What am I doing? But it's such a significant part of sex. Men suck at it usually. Yes, they do. And I pride myself on not. Or I've learned how to not suck at it. But thank you, Dr. Ruth, but true. The whole point is just that I don't know where I'm going with this. It was a good post. I wish I had it in front of me. Don't discredit it. Use it, especially because implying that it's something that we have to do, especially for straight men, is like leaving out a significant portion of what women or people with vaginas engage with or get to enjoy when it comes to sex. So, whatever. Anyway, let's talk about Four Roses. Experimental Series #1 Distillery exclusive is coming out. How's that Evan Williams taste? So good. Jeez. Anyway, okay. I want to talk about this a little bit more in depth because it's interesting. It's definitely not what I was expecting, but there's some good surprises here. Okay. Let's for a moment break down what is going on with the bottle itself, because I like what has been talked about, at least here in the Bourbon Lens article. Packaging inspired by heritage and craft. The bottle's design pays deep homage to the brand's historic roots and iconic production footprint in Kentucky. The front label draws structural design inspiration from the iconic Spanish mission-style architecture of the historic Four Roses Distillery in Lawrenceburg. It's very funny. Sugar kidding. The reverse label features a custom visual revealing one of the brand's historic single-story rick houses, a subtle nod to the foundational role that low-rise single-story maturation plays in shaping the gentle flavor profile of Four Roses whiskey. This is distillery only, and it's a 375. And you're welcome. And it's going to be available starting July 30th. For $55 a bottle. I don't think that that's the worst price for it. However, this is a 6-year-old bourbon at minimum. There's not really been a whole lot divulged about what the exact blend composition looks like here, but it is 104 proof. As I said, 6 years old. Let me pull up the article that Janet shared the other day. Hey, Prescription Bourbon, how are you? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Cheers to you. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. Mizunara cakes are expensive, or casks are expensive, but that price for 6-year low proof. Yeah, especially. Oh, come on. Especially considering the fact that it's also just a 375. Like, you're getting. I mean, I know you're getting a full bottle, but you're getting half a bottle. What I essentially mean. Like, a 375 is... It's not even your full-size bottle of whiskey, right? But it's a 6-year-old OBSK. So, yeah, I don't think you're so innovative. Yeah. I think, the true experiment, the true innovation, quote unquote, is what happens with Four Roses when it goes through a finishing process, because they've never really done finishing before. And so the curiosity behind it all is the real question. Now, I think what this does, though, is this starts to shift the goalpost for what we've always kind of had as like for what we understand to be the end point for some processes in bourbon. We always kind of said that when we saw Wild Turkey do a particular finish or adapt a particular trend for something like Master's Keep, that was when it was starting to reach the end or reach its peak across the board. I'm not saying that's necessarily the case here with Four Roses, but at what point do we say we've reached the apex of Mizunara and we're done? I'm not saying that there are other brands that haven't done finishing with Mizunara in the past, but I mean, this is starting to answer the question that we have of what happens with Four Roses products once they've gone through a finishing process. So, overall, I mean, I'm still fairly excited for this, but just like it's expensive for what it is, It could be so much more for so much less. And so much less just for what it is. So. Such are the times that we live in, I suppose. But nevertheless, we move ever onward. This is interesting. And I don't quite know what to think about it just yet, other than it's another piece of paper. But what are you going to do? Bourbon Capital Alliance launches Bourbon Capital Diplomat Certification Experience. Okay. It's a new educational program designed to deepen bourbon knowledge and elevate hospitality experiences throughout Bardstown. Created with hospitality industry professionals in mind, the Bourbon Capital Diplomat Certification Experience, it's really hard to say all that, provides participants with a comprehensive understanding of Bardstown's rich bourbon heritage, the history of the bourbon capital of the world, and the 10 partner distilleries that make up the Bourbon Capital Alliance. When guests come to the bourbon capital of the world, they expect a certain level of hospitality and bourbon knowledge, said Sam Lacey. The Bourbon Capital Alliance is excited to begin building the bourbon knowledge of our hospitality team members, further enhancing the experience for our guests from far and wide. Hosted in the Bourbon Capital Academy classroom in the Brendiamo Penthouse. That's fancy. Located on blah, blah, blah. The experience features a proprietary hospitality-focused curriculum developed through collaboration with the Alliance's partner distilleries and key local stakeholders. Participants will gain valuable insights into bourbon production, Bardstown's history, and the brands that have helped establish the destination as the bourbon capital of the world. Open to both hospitality professionals and bourbon enthusiasts. The experience includes the proprietary educational curriculum for guided bourbon tastings featuring... Oh, okay. I didn't want to do that. Featuring selections from Bourbon Capital Alliance distilleries, take-home diplomat handbook, and more upon successfully passing a 50-question certification exam. Participants will earn the title of Certified Bourbon Capital Diplomat and gain access to exclusive benefits and continuing education opportunities. Isn't that special? Okay. It's an executive bourbon steward, Staven thief, but just for Bardstown stuff. More power to them. I wish them luck. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I guess you're going to get some knowledge. I mean, honestly, this is really geared towards people who are doing, like, bourbon tourism. Like, if I were still doing tours, if I were still taking people to distilleries, I would likely jump in on this. So I had more history, more knowledge about the history of Bardstown. Not a bad thing to have. But I feel like I don't fully see the point in it being open to the public. Maybe because they're going to try to attract content creators too. But even then, I don't know. I also don't see, okay, here's going to be the real question. How much does it cost? You have to email first. And there's no information. Okay. Okay. Hello, Jeffrey Wack. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. How are things? How are you? How you been? How you been? Very good to have you in. Anyway, I mean, this is whatever. I hope it goes well for him. Best of luck. Will it Phil's first barrel at New Springfield Distillery? Fix your website, Fred. Fix your website. Can't read freaking headlines, man. This is cool, though. First barrel was filled on Thursday, June 18th, a date that also marks the late Miss Martha Colsveen's birthday, adding special meaning to the occasion for the family-owned distillery. Milestone connects Willett's newest chapter in Springfield with the family legacy shaped by the late Mr. Evan Colsveen, a Bourbon Hall of Fame member who resurrected the Willett Distillery in the 70s, and his long-term commitment to craftsmanship. Things are good. Headed back to work and trying to resist opening some Old Glory I just picked up. Well, what they don't know might actually wind up hurting you, now that I think about it. A 70,000 square foot facility sits on 150 acres and is expected to create 35 full-time jobs as operations continue to grow. Full campus is not yet complete. Future expansion is going to include a visitor experience, further expanding the site's role in Kentucky's bourbon tourism economy on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail once completed. And it's not a relocation for those who did not know. But very cool. Congratulations to Willett. One more pour before we have our review that we've got coming up. And I mean, I've still got TTB labels too. This is one I've had for a good few years now. I found this in like a CVS or a Walgreens or something like that. Oh, snap. It was almost an anniversary bottle for me. This is a 2009 vintage Evan Williams single barrel. And it was bottled on June 10th, 2017. I haven't had it since 2017. I've had it since I want to say 2018. So it would have been sitting on the shelf for around a year before I got it. Maybe even 2019 now that I think about it. So I've had it for around 8 years. And it's got some floaties in it. Not cloudy, but well, maybe a little cloudy. Yeah, I'll be fine. If we're not, it's been a good run. What a fun time we've had. No, it actually smells pretty good. This bottle has survived 3 moves. There's a fair chunk of my collection that survived 3 moves. If you're going down, at least you do it with friends. Boy, we've had some great conversation on tonight's stream. This is a wonderful comment. You better go down with on? What are we talking about? Something about going down in friends. I don't know. Whoa, where'd everybody go? Why did everybody leave at once? Oh, well. Well, come back, maybe, because I still got stuff to talk about. And I have to do my review, too. Not that anybody can hear me, because y'all left. My comment offended everyone, apparently. It's all good, brother. Some people came back. What happened? Did y'all get scared by Jeff? He's a nice guy. Anyway, Country Boys in a distillery. It's in Scott County. I'm still here. Thank you, Emily. I just the numbers just dropped drastically all of a sudden, and I don't know what happened. It was very strange. But they're known for beer, of course. But now they've got a distillery being made. Scott County is fine. There's nothing there. Well, Sadieville. There's plenty of stuff in Scott County. Scott County's where Georgetown is, too. Yeah. Jeff was not around for the double entendre earlier. Yeah, that's correct. Yes. They're going to produce vodka, gin, and apple brandy beginning in the fall in the 1,300 square foot facility. New spot will have a small still and a small bar for tasting cocktails and country boy beer. They're going to have a 100-gallon still. This has been 2 years in the making, and we are all really excited to see that first batch in the bottle. Okay, cool. Good for them. In other brewery news, though, this really made me sad because this was one of my... Looking great, by the way, Wood Smash. Oh, Shy Guy. The heck? Love you, Shy Guy. And thank you. This really bummed me out because I've loved Goodwood for a long time. And I know... Where's Clifton? Clifton, come back. We're talking about Goodwood. Second half of the Japan-Sweden match has started. It is 0-0. No teams have scored. Love me some good, hard, long wood, too. Oh! The UPS truck is here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's in this box. Hold on, let me go back to the full cam. Let me hide it. I don't know what's in this box because this distillery has not said what their products are. Okay? Wow. That what is this? Oh! Yo! I'm so excited for this. Okay. I didn't know that this came from I didn't know that this is where this came from. I didn't even ask for this. This just got sent to me. This came from Whiskey House. And they sent me Shang. The Chinese American collaboration. I obviously don't have a full bottle of this. A modern spirit where ancient Chinese baijiu tradition meets American whiskey craftsmanship. But I didn't realize that it was Whiskey House that they were making it with. You think you like it? I'm glad. Thank you for raising a glass with us. Shang began with a simple idea to create a spirit that honors the tradition of Chinese baijiu while opening a new conversation in whiskey. Your support means so much as we bring our idea to life. We're grateful to share this first pour with you. Cheers, the Shang team. Shang team. Oh! Y'all. God, the people who made Whiskey House, same people who made Bardstown Bourbon Company. They know how to make a marketing package. First of all, too many Glencairns, right? With the Shang logo on it. Remember how I said I didn't have the bottles? Well, I don't have the full-sized ones, but I do have the airplane bottles, which are the same thing, but they're tiny. What? This is so cool. This. I love this. Shang starts with Baijiu, one of the most iconic spirits on earth, then journeys through American whiskey craftsmanship to become something entirely new. Smooth, complex, unexpected. It honors tradition while rewriting it. Shang bridges centuries of technique and reimagines them for the way we drink today. This is not Baijiu as you know it. This is not whiskey as you expect it. This is Shang. It's got a whole, like, booklet with it, too. Oh, man. I am so excited to get into this. I love it. Okay, I'm going to be thinking about that the rest of the night. Still no score in the match. See, you're not a fan of 80s Pointer Sister songs? I knew what it was. Tiny Japanese whiskey bottles. It was Chinese whiskey bottles. Girls really are fans of miniature stuff, except their kaiju. They were Chinese whiskey bottles. Just so everybody knows, the Danya, which is the Zhangjiang whiskey, is $65, and the East West Kentucky blend is $46. Oh. I want to go to China. I want to go to Japan too. All of these cocktails are so pretty. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Before there is oak, there is clay. After distillation, the spirit rests for a minimum of 3 years in ceramic jars. Unlike a barrel, ceramic does not add vanilla, spice, or wood flavor. Instead, it allows the spirit to breathe slowly, softening sharper edges and bringing its many aromas into balance. Ceramic aging is not about adding influence. It is about creating harmony. Sorry, Chinese. My bad. Trying not to pass out. Don't do that, Mike. Don't do that. Mike, wake up. Wake up, Mike. After ceramic aging, the baijiu was distilled again in a copper pot. Born in China, aged in Kentucky, the refined spirit travels from China to Kentucky, where it was matured in seasoned and charred American oak. The barrels introduce familiar notes of vanilla, blah, blah, blah. Two traditions are brought together with intention not to replace one another, but to create something neither could become alone. I was like, I don't want to cover this because I was like, I didn't have much to say about it at the time, but I was excited for it. And I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to try it. But man, it's just so cool. Oh, wait, you couldn't even. Never mind. Can you actually? Oh, you can buy it now. Nice. Wow, that's a big picture. Okay. Anyway, all right. Let's rapid fire the rest of the news. But this brewery I really liked filed for bankruptcy, and it's gone. No, it's called Goodwood. It was good stuff. TTB labels. Barrel House. It's a wheat whiskey called Beat Your Wheat. And a corn whiskey called Shuck Your Corn. Cool. I don't know, man. This is the Town Branch bourbon. It's the Imperium 2026 edition, I think. 110.6 proof. Hooray. Black Widow, nope. Black Opal Widow Jane, 20 years old. And that's like all we have. 90, what is that? 99 proof. More AI generated single barrels for the 250th American anniversary. Great. This series is really cool that Lost Lantern is doing. The United States of Bourbon. It's a blend of bourbon from all 50 states. One of the very few 250th anniversary releases that I'm super excited about. Waiting for the, oh, wow, a 2-year-old bourbon comment for this really cool idea. Yeah, no, this is awesome. I can't wait to try this. Oh, New Riff put stuff in for Kentucky. We'll go through that sometime. Here's another. Oh, that's the 100 proof. The other one was the cast strength, right? Yeah. New Riff did for that too. And then blend from the first 13 states. Just also awesome. Like, just so cool. I mean, this is the kind of celebration that I am glad happened for the 250th anniversary from a distillery, from a whiskey maker, an NDP. Just very cool. Bro Brothers, Bell of Louisville, Captain's Cut, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 96 proof. Bro Brothers hasn't been my favorite, but I do think they're cool to highlight, though. That was the lower proof, I guess, the cut bourbon. And this one's the cast strength, Bell of Louisville, at 128 proof. Also cool. A few Sagamore products, cognac cask finish rye, 6 years, and then over 4 years in cognac, which is crazy. A mezcal finish rye, again, 6 years in new oak, and then 4 years in mezcal. And then a 4-year-old rye finished in Amontillado for 6 years. Sherry, rather. Full Throttle. I don't know what that is. I'm skipping it. Chicken Cock. 12-year-old bourbon. Apparently it's going to be 120 proof. I think I said it's 12 years old. Yeah. Pretty cool. I like this. Hopefully it's not too expensive, but it is what it is. Headliner. Blended whiskey from New Riff. 107.2. Cast strength, of course. For I don't know. 50% 11-year-old bourbon made with malted rye, 25% 11-year-old rye, and 25% 10-year-old Balboa rye. Crazy stats on that from New Riff. I love this label. It's awesome. And then last but not least, the 35th Kentucky Bourbon Festival commemorative release. It is a blend of 13, 12, and 10-year-old bourbon at 113.5 proof. Not sure where it's coming from, but it is, of course, all Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And that, folks, is all the news that's fit to print. Give that a little like. I'm just so excited for the Shang. For any folks who missed it, I'd been waiting on a UPS delivery, and it wound up being a media kit for the Shang whiskey, or Baijiu, and I wasn't expecting it, and I was very excited when it got here. And I was even more excited when I saw that the bottles that they sent, because they have that really distinct bottle shape. The mini bottles were also shaped like the full-size ones. So, it's good stuff. Oh, and there's too many Glencairns in here, too. So, I don't know if that's going to be next week's episode of the podcast. It's definitely not going to be next week's live stream. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. Anywho, let's get to this review, shall we? as I struggle to take the strip off of this one. Oh, I have to show you all this too. So, whoa, in the time that I looked away, both Japan and Sweden have scored. It's now 1-1 in the 66th minute. So this was the last bottle of this Evan Williams single barrel that was on the shelf, and I think it was the last bottle because the label's completely sideways. So good stuff. Also, I have barrel number 47, which was barreled on December 19th, 2018, and bottled on February 17th, 2026. What was I doing in 2018? Was buying a house? I think so. Might have been when I around the time that I bought my house, my first house. Oh wait, no, was that 20? No, that was 2018. America. Man, I know I said this last time I streamed. I haven't talked to Matt Porter in so long. Or should I say Matt Porter hasn't talked to me in so long. Let's see. What's the price at MSRP on these guys? Oh, also the proof. 117.76 proof. MSRP is $40, and I paid like 50 something, 52, 53 for it. I pounded that bottle. I love it because I got it for 30. You got one of the 250th anniversary limited editions for 30? That's crazy. Dang! That is a steal, Shy Guy. Yeah, that's an incredible price. There are other Evan Williams releases for the 250th that I did not get, and I kind of forgot that they were out there. But I don't think there's anything special about them other than the fact that they have a special label. But there's a black label with it's not actually a black label. It's got the 250th. It comes in a 175 for $25, the 1783 in a 175 and a 750, and then of course the single barrel at 117.76 proof with a limited selection of 250 barrels. So I actually got a fairly low barrel too at barrel 47. Be crazy to source like a sample from all 250 barrels. And folks, this stream doesn't end until I die. We're tasting all 250 Evan Williams single barrels for the 250th anniversary of this country. Oh God, I could feel my liver exploding. What is that spice note? What is that spice note? It's a very specific, and it might just be like the oak spice that I'm picking up on. But it is very predominant on the nose. Even for it not being the oldest, I mean, it's what? Not even 7 years, 2 months. It's 7 years, a month, and 28 days. Which is very funny. It's not just one spice. It's the Spice Girls you're smelling, Phil. Oh, Papa Ritter. Everybody say, hey, Papa Ritter right now, or I'm ending stream. Just say hi to him. I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. I wouldn't do that to you. I haven't even done my review yet. Yeah, there's just a big oak spice note. I get this like weird like vanilla and oat smell too. Bits of lemon. It's an excellent note. Nose, I mean. Okay. Cheers to yins. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Is Jeff still here? Jeffrey, I don't think is still here. Jeff Wack, you still here? He's probably doing the rounds. Saying howdy to everybody. Man, that's delicious. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually try the regular. How old was this again? Eight years and a month? Yeah. Jeez. We saw a terrible baseball game the other night. We saw... Okay. So... Hold on. Yeah, I just talk about it. So we went to our local minor league baseball team. We went to go see them play the other night. The Lexington Legends. And we went on Tuesday. It was cheap night. $2 hot dogs, $1.50 popcorn, whatever. $1.50 sodas, like that kind of thing. And it was the first game we had been to so far this season. And they got absolutely shellacked. Wasn't all that cheap. I mean, it was still pretty expensive. Don't get me wrong. My sister just told me to go watch the TikTok she sent me. I will watch it later. They got destroyed. It was like, I think the final score was like 8-0 or 7-0. I don't remember. It ended. The game ended with the bases loaded. Two outs, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. The Legends, the home team, of course, are down 8-0. And the last batter of the night watches the final pitch go by. Strikes him out. I literally hung my head in disbelief. I could not. I was so shocked that he didn't even try to swing the bat. At the very last, what could have been the very last pitch of the whole game. And I mean, it was just an awful showing. The team photographer sat in the row in front of us for a little while. And I asked him, I was like, this is the first game we've been to this whole season. They were great last season. Have they just been showing up like this year? He was like, no, we're kind of on the back end of the first half of the season. This is a pretty tough team. We've been doing pretty well. It just kind of is what it is. And I was like, okay, But I just like, how do you stand there and watch with a full count and the base is loaded in the bottom of the ninth and you're down by that much? You just let a pitch go by and you lose the game with a reverse. Just so annoying. I even woke up the next day and said that out loud to myself. It's like in the car to work. I was like, how do you watch a pitch strike you out for the last out of the game? Anyway. Back to this review. Yeah, you got to swing. You got to swing. This is the only of these single barrels that I own. It's the Papa Ritter. It's the Evan Williams 250 America 250 commemorative edition single barrel. There we go. 117.76 proof. And I've had a couple other single barrels, and they've both been great. This one's fantastic too. It's got a really good mocha note on it. I think the proof is doing this absolute wonders. I think if you find this at MSRP, it's a great price for $40. If you're like Shy Guy and you find it for $30, that's a must. I mean, I'm going to try to hold on to this the best I can. I'm sure I'll take it to whatever 4th of July I wind up going to. I'll definitely bring this for Papa Ritter to try. I like that I wound up with a bottle with a sideways label because it's just that much more, special, I guess. I mean, not really. It's just kind of, it is what it is. It's a misprint, I suppose. But, yeah. It's fun. It doesn't feel I mean, there's parts of it that are, of course, gimmicky. Like the proof at 117.76 proof. That's a bit of a gimmick. But, I mean, look, it is reflecting pool blue. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Would Elmo like it, though? Elmo loves everything and everybody. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. Let's not make this a thing. There's 10 minutes left in this match, and they're still tied at 1-1. I don't have a dog in this particular fight. It's just like I can't believe that they're still tied. I'm serious. Yeah, but he wants Team USA to win. Emma loves everybody, but he's Team USA. Emma loves you, and he loves you, and you. I have 3 dogs, but none in any fight. I sorry, I was specifically talking about this Japanese the Japan-Sweden match. It's soccer, of course it's tied, but there have been so many like blowouts too. Except Rocco, Elmo had beef with Rocco. Yes, he did. It's one of the funniest things in the world to me. Rocco is just a rock. Why do you like Rocco? Elmo doesn't get it. He's just a rock. He's my pet rock. No. He's just a rock. Yeah, he got into I'm not going to show it because this stream might get wiped from existence. Rocco's a dumbass. Rocco's literally a pet rock. I made Korean gochujang ground beef dish on rice last night. Was neat. Was reet? Great. Okay. And for some unexplainable reason, they can end the game tied, and that's un-American. I don't care. I mean, it is very funny the way that Elmo gets mad over Rocco, too. I'm not reading that out loud, Shy Guy. Okay, I also wanted to try the normal single barrel against the 250th. I mean, the normal still holds up. And I know this is a bottle from 8 years ago. But even still. I kind of want to find another one of these 250ths. I mean, I doubt I'll be able to, but I would like to be able to if I can. I mean, I certainly lucked into this, especially considering the fact that it was the last one on the shelf. But it's one of my like spots in town. Most dudes can't read a map, so that checks. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to talking. Y'all have fun in chat. I'm just gonna go back to talking. Um, if I'm able to find another one of these, I'll be very happy, and love you too, Em. I'll be very fortunate. But it was just sheer luck that I found this one when and where that I did. But all that being said, though, I hope y'all can find one of these, because they're fun. You know, it's good stuff. I don't need a map. I have an internal compass that always finds north. I always find the right spot. But if I need a map, the Marines taught me land navigation with a map and a compass. Of course, I'm just trying to goof and get Perry banned or demonetized as usual. Yeah, I know. Yeah. America. Yeah, I found it. It was at a liquor barn. I just don't want to say which one because I don't want to give away my general location. But again, it was the last one on the shelf, so, and they've been out for a little while. I was kind of late knowing that they were even out, but I also don't remember which of the other single barrels that I've had. Remember, I'm a smartass, brother. That's 90% of this chat. Pretty good for $30, right? I mean, again, I paid more than that. MSRP is 40, and I paid like 52 or 53. But if you got this for $30, I mean, that's a killer deal. Absolutely crusher. Wanted to go back, but of course it sold out. Oh yeah. This is one of those where there's no way that people wouldn't go nuts over this. It was during their summer customer appreciation event. Yeah. The normal single barrel, the 86.6 proof, still holds up. And it's still a delightful pour. I'm just at the point where I want the higher proof in this moment. But I have been enjoying lower proof stuff again recently, which is nice. Proof queen, but the normal single barrel suffices. Oh, 100%. Where's Tony, by the way? Tony got good news yesterday. I'll let him be the one to share it, but I was hoping he'd be in here tonight. I don't know where Tony is. I feel like every time that I've looked at this match, Sweden's been in possession. They've also, when did we get ice cream? But most of Sweden's players have spent a good chunk of the match on the ground, whining.
Do you think I was going to lurk in the aisles of Liquor Barn to stalk you? I'd lurk around the state offices in Frankfurt to stalk you after I check what's on sale at Buffalo Trace in the morning.
Is that a reference to the Ringer movie? It 100% is. Did you guys get ice cream? Was I asleep? Can we get that ice cream now? I haven't watched that movie in a very long time. Great movie. It is a movie that I am ashamed to say I very much adore. Name any movie. Jaws. That's a great movie. Knoxville could have actually been a great movie actor. Okay, so I haven't seen it. But apparently the new Fear Factor that he's the host of is really bad. Like, really, really bad. Like, it's more of a reality show than it is Fear Factor. Mr. Bill Joel. That's not his issue. He's just hosting. I didn't say it was his fault. I'm just saying that, like, the show itself is bad. I haven't heard anything about the new Jackass movie. Yeah, you just started a whole new sentence here. Scratched my CD. Oh. I might have to rewatch The Ringer. I've got some free time next when I'm not watching the World Cup. In all of my free time, because I literally have been like, if we're watching something on TV, I'll have like a second screen set up next to me with the I'm thinking vacation. I don't know about that. With the kids around? We'll see. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but gather around, small children. It's time to watch the the film of our family. It's called The Ringer. It's about a man who pretends to be challenged to win money in the Special Olympics. Why are you crying? The World Cup always on at Papa Ritter's house. I'm serious. I just always have a second screen set up where I'm watching the World Cup. It's just constant. I haven't watched, like, the World Cup is always when I watch the most soccer or football. And it always reminds me how much I love it. It always reminds me how much I love soccer. It's just so much fun. It's so good. And we have a Lexington soccer team. And they're really good. Like, they're a lot of fun to watch. We've been to 3 matches this season. The other screen is The Ringer. I have 2 things that I watch at all times. One is the World Cup, and the other is a constant loop of the Johnny Knoxville starring 2007 comedy The Ringer. Was that 2007? If I dang it, 2005. That movie's 21 years old. That movie can legally go to the bar. That movie can buy alcohol. Oh, wait, nope, I was wrong. It can't yet. December 23rd, 2005. Got a couple more months. You don't know the exact year? Do you have dementia? Is that what they're calling it these days? God, I'm so excited for the Shang whiskey. Zhangjiang Baiju. Begins with red sorghum fermented in a solid state with Daku in the Shishu River basin of Guizhou. When did we get beer? Some people don't know the word Alzheimer's and call it old timers. I love when people say old timers instead of Alzheimer's. It kills me. It is one of the funniest things to me. It's 20 years old, but it has the mentality of a stop. Okay, like Johnny Knoxville. Okay. All right. That's better. That's better than the joke I thought you were making. That's better than the joke I thought you were making, Mike Schneider. We're gonna let that one go. We're gonna let that one go. And we're gonna move on from talking about the Ringer because I can't talk about it anymore in mixed company. Just closing out all these articles, all these pages. My old man had both. Oh, he definitely had old timers. Who wants to discuss Perry's hemorrhoids issue? I've got it under control. I'm fine, okay? Just don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. Wait, what was the final score? I missed it. Oh, they tied. We ended in a 1-1 tie in the Japan versus Sweden match. You know, the other fun thing, too, is that I've only been watching in Spanish. Which is fun because remember the old Pepto-Bismol commercial? Oh, nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, yay, Pepto-Bismol. That's the number 4 sign of aging, hemorrhoids. I've got like all 4 of them. Barry's doomed. I'm falling apart quicker than a wet piece of paper. Oh, the Women of Whiskey Alzheimer's stream is August 9th? Nice. Oh, it's my birthday on a Saturday this year. No, it's on a Friday. I'll take it. Wait, the Women of Whiskey are doing their stream on a Sunday? I should be 98 then. When is their hemorrhoid stream? That's like, there's this great bit in Arrested Development where they do a fundraiser for something that already has a cure. And they're like, why are we doing a fundraiser then? And there's a huge revolt for it. Yeah, birthday's on Friday.
She's going to have a page up soon for an Alzheimer fundraiser. Alzheimer Foundation. Or donate bottles. Awesome. Haven't watched Arrested Development in forever. It's been a couple of years for me, but I am definitely due for a rewatch. Sunday because it's the Adriana thing. Okay, gotcha. I thought she streamed on Mondays, so that's my bad. Excited for that, though. August 9th. I need to hit Adriana up so that I can try to promote it. It fell off when George Michael went to college. I mean, absolutely. Like season 4 and 5 are a mess. I still have a sweet spot in my heart, or a soft spot in my heart for season 4 and 5 of Arrested Development. But that's just because it's one of my favorite shows of all time. But 1 through 3, some of the best television of all time. Like once it got canceled and eventually went to Netflix for its revival season, things changed. When links are up, I will spam them. Awesome. I usually give to the World Fund every Christmas time, so George still has a job. Yeah. Best television still goes to MASH, Malcolm in the Middle, Psych, Scrubs, and Ted Lasso for me. Shy Guy, how have we never talked about Psych on this stream? Psych is one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, hands down. I'm a huge psycher? Whatever. Psych, genuinely. Turn my wife into a psycher too. I think I haven't watched it through a large number of times. Yeah, Psycho is what the fandom is called. Oh, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I know it's one of those shows that's never going to actually get brought back, but I hope someday it does. What's the next match tonight? U.S. versus Turkey? Can't watch. Or can't wait. Watched it when it was current on USA. I watched it from like when it was airing. I want to say like season 5 on until it finished. I want to say season 5. Just a phenomenal show. Just absolutely incredible writing. The acting's top tier. Yeah, it's time for a Psych rewatch. See, I didn't really get into much of the other USA shows. I tried Monk. I didn't love Monk. I really didn't. You want to know something? I have deep respect for MASH. I have never watched a full episode, though. Never watched a full episode of MASH. I hope that they get another Psych movie. Monk gets better with the extra seasons. I mean, I should give it more of a chance. You need to go through and watch MASH, an extremely progressive show with a great story. I actually do. It's one of those shows where I feel like I need to just devote the time to watching it. Because I know it was extremely like anti-Korean War. It's outdated now. I mean, of course it is. But here's the thing. I still love Love Boat. I freaking love Love Boat. I'd sit down and watch hours of the Love Boat. Along with a lot of other stuff, too. Awesome. You need to school your boy. There's still some MASH episodes that are relevant, I find, today. Watched all of them when I was a kid. I love that. I know, Emily. Yeah, I know. I gotta watch. I've gotta watch MASH. I got to. It is on my list. I promise. Anyway. All right, folks. That does it for me this week. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, for your support. You guys rule. I will be back next week for at least you can do a MASH podcast. If I wind up loving MASH like I kind of feel like I'm going to, I will strongly consider doing a MASH podcast. Like I said, I will be back for at least the Thursday stream next week. Considering a Wednesday stream, considering a Friday stream, considering doing some gaming next week because I have that evening free time. But I love you guys. Thank you so much, as always, for sticking with me and being the best. I got too much crap in my background. I gotta clean up back here. What's this? What's here? Oh, it's just sample bottles. There's sample bottles here at least. And some papers. It's good. It's good stuff. Anyway, see y'all real soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. I love you. Stay good. And that does it. I'm Perry. This is Timbit Live. Bye!